Welcome. Today we are examining the recently updated UGC dictum and its projected impact on university grants and accreditation.
Let me talk about the UGC promotion of Equity Regulation 2026. Since a lot of development is all around India, so this debate is going on and appear to be that general category of student situation. Basically, if I call them merit-based student perspective, if I read it, because these are the highly competitive students for whom this governance has been brought by the UGC, Government of India. So let me decode the challenges and how this regulation is there in India in latest scenario. So my audience, good morning. So everyone, you can see the landscape of higher education in India in current scenario. So you all are agree that scenario is quite hostile. Of course, there is hardly any discipline, there is hardly any ranking of these central university in the world. You start from 160. So situation is not so great for the University Grant Commission and their institution. But they have brought such a competitive policy par with highly developed country. But in India, it sometimes seems to be that it has been brought to certain category of students who has basically come in the institutes on merit-based, the position situation from the highly competitive environments. I think top ranks, they are the general categories, they are there in the institutes. So these are just not administrative update. They are profound legally enforceable attempt to dismantle institutional casteism on our campuses. I don't know how the UGC will try to eradicate the casteism in India so deep, so dive. And if somebody is saying that I am this category, so they definitely have full right to say that I am that category. So guidelines are ignited and necessary and fiercely polarization across India and institutions. So many students often term the general category academic parlance that they have enjoyed this country a lot. So now it is our turn, and henceforth UGC has turned the table against the merit-based student. I think UGC doesn't want that. Highly merited students may join them to see this policy. So it looked like, I think UGC don't want the student to join the institutes by bringing unilateral on and a separate class of policy. So these direct to understand the core of the student situation it has created. There will not be any participation of these category from the professor or the committee. Only their committee will be there. So I think it is a more or dictatorship there in the UGC. Well done, UGC. I think you are really commended for this kind of policy, which are in a seem to be underdeveloped countries making that policy. They are significant upgrade from previous policy aimed squarely at preventing penalizing discrimination. So key provision, let me talk about their scopes. So these new explicit include OBC also. Earlier they were basically in India, your OBC is not clear. Every state have different definitions. I think it's a more inclusion in that category, to protected category in India. So 80% students and even the people are the protected category. They are being equalized to the other category, which are minority of 20%. Let us see how they will face off in this country, their situation. Will it be a fair ground for them, or are they lose it, or sometime completely eroded from the India? So every higher education institution have to develop certain infrastructures to absorb these policy guidelines and have to have two critical mechanisms. One is EOC, we call Equal Opportunity Center, to promote equity, provide academic and social guidance, which one-sided equity seem to be, maintain an online system for reporting, discrimination equity committee. So everything would be online. Anybody can complain on online, and this committee of their own people can punish anybody, especially from the other category, which is a minority. I think more are studious. I don't know how the situation is in India, my goodness. So promptly review, let us investigate complaint by this equity committee is a very, very prompt. Within 24 hours, this complaint to be taken up, and within for 12 to 14 days it to be closed. So representation is only from these three category, but added the woman and person with disability. I don't know which class of woman, but it is not clear there. So we can take it from the same category. Now accountability and penalty is on the institute by the UGC. So UGC become a more on, a controlling body nowadays. Seem to be now a statutory body, more on certain front. So they will take the severe action against the institutions, and schemes are even losing their recognition to offer degree. So focus would be on mental health. They say that this equity will bring the mental health and a better growth and development in the progress of the students. They will be healthy, and they will grow a very, very competitive environment. It also worth noting that parallel draft guidelines on mental health recommending dedicated mental health well-being center with the standardized students 1 to 500. If suppose 500 students, then there has to be one member in that mental health and well-being center, MHWBC. 1 is to 100 to support all students on campus and underscore a broader shift towards a seem to be more on counseling body, seems to be on that line, but not clear. Very, very difficult to read such policy. Now, general category student situation in the campus seem to be backlash. They are more rather gasping whether to really be there. Some students, those who are already in the process, I think it is very, very tough situation going to be for them. While the regulators are welcomed by group advocating for the historical disadvantaged student, historical. The word is very, very genuine. It means since century it happening sometime. British just left maybe 70-75 years before that. Who are the ruler? I don't know where is the general ruler were there. More than 70-80% are of OBC kings in India. Hardly 30-40% were of this category. So Brahmin and Kshatriya and Vaishnav, please pull up your socks and start thinking on the directions. So core concern and my criticism, if I see, there is a huge chance of fear of misuse to eliminate one of category, which is a highly competitive merit-based category. They will spend money. There is no any exemption to them, higher fee for them, and conditions are very, very bad if I see the central university in compared to private university. So clause that penalize and including safeguarded against the false and motivated complaint, there is no clause there. So anybody can do the false complaint, nothing to be set for him. Wow. So accountability of the institution is zero, and any frivolous complaint could lead to harassment and wastage of money of general category, which is paying on very, very high note to these institutions. Now, because of compressed timeline, I think it will not give the time to the equity committee, and it will basically quench the possibility of fair justice, and principle of natural justice is completely devoid, preventing a proper investigation and right to be heard to the category of minority. If I say in the institutions, they could be 15-20%. I don't know what's going on in India. This is really one of the havoc going to be in India. Anybody who is the ruling party can hear me. I think you have opened the Pandora, and this Pandora now there is no chance to be. It will definitely like a poisonous snake which is come out from the roll and may now bite somebody and have to kill it. So there is a huge chance of polarization of category. The parents are not now in mood to hear out. Even the government employee of general category viewed by such critics, creating quasi-policy system, dividing India in 2-3 factions already, focusing on this the systemic reform, warning that this could deepen polarization in the campus and it would be a small war zone all across India in every institutes. This entire situation, the new guideline and the backlash is at the heart of India's ongoing equity versus merit debate. One side, these people who has already taken the admissions without any merit much, now they are to be given the equity that you will not utter a word. We are here now, and Government of India has given us, or UGC has given us, to study here, sometime on subsidized cost. So UGC intent is very clear to ensure one category of students to be denied a fair chance. They has to be forcefully implicated sometime any complaint come, because committee definitely try to find out some solution of it to not to be wipe of their complaint, to have it number and resolved correctly, maybe sometime terminating the lot of general category students. So it may fuel the fire war among the general category student situation and social media and across campus discussion. Definitely it is going to be. It is not so easy. Their nights are now sometime over in the institutes. Wake up and take the decision now whether to leave the study there itself before these are getting implemented from the institutes. For general category, at least these institutes are not the fair play, because especially say women, general category women, I don't know what would be their fate. I think Government of India hearing my voice, so regulations are definitely more than bold, unnecessary and complex. A step forward for education reform, unbelievably. They are declarations more than discriminations with the general category and not be ignored, as the general category students backlash and heated exchange of talk, and even the employee, those who are working government, have to think what to do. This policy will depend not just on the intention but on how institutions balance the need for social justice with the imperative for their fair process. So it is a time for, I think, serious deep dive and dialogues to square off this policy in a professional manner, where a stakeholder of especially a student, all category of all class of students, their seniors, the faculty, administrator, and even parents have to be engaged thoughtfully in the practical application of these rules to ensure our campuses become truly equitable and inclusive space for all. If suppose Central University wanted to be work in India and safely, otherwise it will not be academic institutes, it will be sometime a institute for some special category, and then only God will help, because even the professor, even the teaching class may not be the general category there, because they will also fear of to have a lot of complaint, force complaint, unilateral complaint. So hats off to the BJP and their leaders, especially Education Ministry, how they able to churn out such policy in such a large country where around 30 crore people are the general categories. You call them gold, you call them silver, you call them minerals, I don't know how they are. So wake up call for India and its people, and its especially student and university.